What do you guys think that marketing campaign cost? We have a guess? Okay, 50,000, 10,000, $600, $50. $50, they did this. And you guys know this campaign? They've chopped up iPhones and Barbie dolls and CDs and all kinds of stuff. $50. Do you know what they did for the retail blender market? They increased retail blender sales by 700%. 700%. It's a blender, guys. There's nothing. So you see why I want you guys to get excited and get passionate, because you've got something more unique than a blender or a girdle. And if they can do this with that, just imagine what you guys can do. Everybody know what this is? You remember this? The guy who jumped out of the stratosphere. But what does everybody say? Red Bull, right? It was the Red Bull stunt. It was, everybody knew it was Red Bull. And just to affiliate yourself with something like that, you know, what kind of crazy thing can you do? It used to be the flash mobs, you know, and they go and, but you've just got to, like I said, think outside of the box, get creative. How about this? What's this? Everyone thinks it's a Snuggie? Is it a Snuggie? It's not a Snuggie. It's the Swanket. The Swanket was invented 2 years before the Snuggie, but the people at Snuggie marketed it better. And that's why it's so important that you guys know how to market and get yourself out there. This is Barbara Corcoran, Shark Tank. We all love her. She says, if you can steal the limelight, you'll steal the market share. So you guys have got to remember that. There could be two. Look at the Swanket and the Snuggie. And what did the Snuggie make? $1 billion, right? The poor Swanket guys, they're still around. So that's why I want you guys to think outside the box, get creative. Guerrilla marketing. That's one of the things that has made me so successful. I'm not afraid to pick up the phone. I'm not afraid to talk to anybody. I was telling the story a minute ago. I applied for Shark Tank. I got all the way till the last cut, and then I got cut. And I cried for an entire weekend. But they had a similar product in season 1. They actually had an accessory for a regular boot. So they didn't want something similar for the medical boot. So that door closed, and I'm going to share with you in a minute how another door opened. So just, if you don't get good news, it's okay. Just look for that next door. So this is Jordan Weber, who was on the women's Olympic gymnastics team. Do you remember the last gymnastics? And she did not compete because she broke a bone in her foot. Well, you bet that I was trying to find where she was and how I could get her my product. So it turns out that somebody I knew her doctor. And I had stuff overnighted to her doctor, and that's a picture of her wearing my product. I saw this picture of Diana Ross being wheeled through LAX. I'm like, are you kidding? So I start reading. I find out that she's supposed to be in DC 2 weeks later to sing for the president. And they say, despite the broken foot, she's still going to sing for the president. So I Googled Diana Ross publicist. And I picked up the phone and I called. This is really important. That first person you reach, the gatekeeper, they are the ones who will let you through the door. Be as nice as you can to them. Hi, I'm Christina Daves with Cosmetic Designs. This great product. I saw Diana Ross is in a boot. I know how ugly they are. I know how fashionable she is. I'd love to get her some product. So she puts me through to the publicist. And he says, send me an email. I'm like, oh, okay, sure. So I sent an email. He emails me back. He said, I've sent it to Miss Ross. We'll let you know if she wants anything. Sure you did. 2 hours later. Yes, they would love to meet you. When she's in DC, they would love to have your product. So I met with, and it turns out, I thought it was her assistant. She's the biggest costume designer in Hollywood. And she's now my friend. I spent 2 hours with her at the Ritz-Carlton. We picked everything out for Miss Ross. I set my Google alerts to see if there would be any pictures on Monday morning. And there's Diana Ross wearing my product. This exploded my business because I went back to every medical office that wouldn't let me in the door. And I said, hey, Diana Ross wore my product. Jordan Weber wore my product. And I started getting appointments. And those people started carrying my product. So you've just got to get creative. You've got to just take action. Don't be afraid to pick up the phone and talk to somebody. So then what I did, I had appeared on the Steve Harvey Show. And I'll tell you a quick funny story. The reason I'm here was Nicole, who's here with Impex, was a judge. I was there for an Inventors competition, which I won. And I won $20,000. And I was on national television all about my product. So then I thought, Diana Ross wore my product. Steve Harvey, they might be interested in that. So I emailed the producer at the Steve Harvey show. I said, hey, guess what? Diana Ross wore my product. Steve Harvey did a 4-minute follow-up segment about me and my product. And he said on national television, if the diva of divas, Diana Ross, is wearing this product, you know it's got to be good. Now, what kind of a testimonial is that, right? Emmy award-winning king of daytime television is telling the world to go buy my product. So it's anything is possible. I'm not a publicist. I'm not an advertising exec. I'm just someone who will pick up the phone and ask.